several things that I watched over the weekend that I wanted to highlight. And here's my plea to you guys. All right, hear me out. If you're like me, you're a huge fan of The Princess Bride. You know, that movie is easily top 5, if not top 3 in my list of top movies. And I know I've said top 5, top 3 before, but I also said that in any given moment, those movies and titles can change, right? But Princess Bride will always be up there with me, up there for me. I've loved the movie ever since I saw it as a kid. I rewatch the movie at least once, if not twice, every year. I've read the book 5 times. It's one of those timeless classics for me that no matter where you are in what stage of your life, you're always going to appreciate this movie for the heart, the emotion, the humor, the comedy, and just a cast of characters within this movie. So when I heard that Quibi, the struggling new streaming platform, was doing something with The Princess Bride, I was like very skeptical and very curious. Then I heard that it was a collaboration with a bunch of different actors and actresses in Hollywood that filmed scenes that are spliced together to recreate the entire Princess Bride movie. And then I was intrigued, right? But still skeptical, because again, something this big of an uptaking to be streamed on a platform, Quibi, that was originally meant to provide short-term entertainment for people who are commuting, or people who are waiting in line at the bank, or taking a break from work, because everything on Quibi are short snippets. It's supposed to be from like 5 to 10 minutes or whatever the case is, and it's a time killer, and it kind of placates on the unfortunate ADD that a lot of our society suffers from, right? So I decided to give it a shot over the weekend, and the good thing I love about the Quibi app is that it does allow you to cast on your TV. So I had it cast on my Chromecast. If you're a Princess Bride fan, and especially a diehard Princess Bride fan, and you're not watching this, something's wrong with you. This is brilliant, the way that they did this, and the way that they kind of combined all of these clips together to create the entire Princess Bride storyline. And you have multitude of actors, actresses, other stars from other genres, all coming together to recreate a lot of these scenes. You even have moments where in one scene you have 2 or 3 actors playing the same role, and they just kind of switch back and forth between all of these roles to just kind of go along with the storyline. It's just amazing of an effort that was put together, and huge kudos to Quibi to landing something like this. So the whole thing was kind of done for a charity, for the World Kitchen, which was great. But and do yourself a favor, if you do end up watching it on your phone, make sure you watch it in landscape mode, because what it does is that while you're watching the acting on the side, it will tell you who they're portraying, who was the original portrayer, and what the character is in the movie. So it for those who may not be familiar with Princess Bride, it kind of gives you that insight there. And then the score was also reproduced, and kind of highlight who was reproducing that moment of the score during the time you're watching it. Let me go through the cast of characters, the cast of actors and actresses here, because it's mind-blowing how many people showed up to do this. It was just phenomenal. You have Jack Black, Diego Luna, Caitlin Dever, Finn Wolfhard, King Bach, Dave Bautista, David Spade, Tom Lennon, Oliver Lennon, Patton Oswalt, John Hamm, and that's just to name a few. You have Jennifer Garner, you have Carrie Elwes, shows up, and I'm not going to reveal who he plays, but I was so thrilled when he just showed up on screen. You have Neil Patrick Harris, you have Common, you have Tiffany Haddish, you have Key from Key and Peele, you have Sophie Turner, and it's, again, I'm just naming just a few. It was just, it brought a huge smile to my face. And I think, look, we've been in this quarantine pandemic situation for a very long time now, and I think mentally we are all severely drained, and we're all severely depressed in our own way because of everything that's happening, and not because of the pandemic, but because of all the other stuff that's been happening. Whether it's the Black Lives Matter stuff, the government pissing us off left and right, the economy, whatever the case is, we're all stressed out. And I think this provides a perfect opportunity for us to kind of unwind, shut our minds off with everything around us, and enjoy something that it's pure. It feels so pure, just like the movie, and it's so entertaining and so enjoyable. I teared up a lot, because it filled myself with joy and happiness, and it was just a very well done series that they did there. It's 10 episodes. They're roughly around 5 minutes each, and I know when you kind of combine it, you're like, wait a minute, it seems very short. They managed to cover the entire movie from beginning to end. You have Charlize Theron also in it. I'm remembering as I'm looking back of all the different actors and actresses who portrayed certain roles in this movie. And what I have also loved too is that they were very clever in utilizing Lego for some of the more action heavy scenes, and even that was very charming and endearing on how they did that. You have one episode where, if you're an Office fan, you would really be happy, because you have a lot of Office cast members who show up, and kind of it feels like they claimed ownership of that one episode. So look, I'm not gonna go further into it, but I think you get the gist here. Highly recommend this. And again, if you are a huge diehard Princess Bride fan like I am, do yourself a favor. Quibi offers a 2-week trial, and if this is the only thing you're going to watch on Quibi, it is well worth the 2 weeks, and then you can cancel, do whatever the hell you want with it, because honestly, as I'm scrolling through the rest of the show list, I have no interest in watching anything else, and I'm happy that I got to catch this The Princess Bride at home, as they call it. So do yourselves a favor, you won't be sorry, trust me. So moving along. Oh hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you want to check out my other videos, make sure to access them through this menu that you see on this side of the screen. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, or hit that logo you see right here on this side of the screen. I've always wanted to do that. Catch you next time.